loyalty program is a club where an individual and an organization have a bit of a covenant where the individual will give more of his or her business to the organization, and in return they accrue some benefits. But we tend to think about it more liberally than that. We tend to think of a loyalty program as being more of a conversation between the customer and the organization, a dialogue that you can open up and effectively get better service in exchange for ceding a little more about yourself and how you'd prefer to be treated. So if you think about the privacy laws that are coming on board all around the world, it becomes absolutely imperative to do that in a controlled environment. And a loyalty program is a way that a customer can do that and get rewarded for it. The landscape in loyalty right now is a noisy, noisy space. If you think about all the different retail programs that are out there, and then you add to that airlines, hotels, financial services companies, maybe your cable provider, it adds up to literally billions of memberships. And the only way you get that is their typical consumer walking around has got about a dozen cards in their wallet, all competing for their attention. More affluent people could have double that. Now, not all of those are active, but it shows just how hard it is to differentiate in that space and to get a customer's attention, even if you engineer something that you think is effectively very clever and very valuable to them. The stakes in loyalty right now are extremely high. Every board, every executive team is pushing companies to get closer to personalization. They want their management teams to get closer to the customer, and loyalty is the avenue to do that. So it's absolutely essential that a company have a bead on how it's approaching that and make sure that it's doing it in a structured way such that it's going to get a return on its investment. If you don't have a rich dialogue open with your customers, you're never going to be able to design products correctly. If you're a consumer-facing company, you're not going to be able to bridge outreach in a way that's going to resonate with your customers. Your promotional mechanisms are not going to be able to cut through the clutter which exists out there. So building a loyalty program that is highly in tune with your customers becomes an essential way for you to go to market. The unique aspects of LEK is that we don't come to the table with a preconceived notion. We don't try and force an individual template on you when it comes to loyalty. We recognize that it's a multivariate problem and it's a holistic approach that is going to work best. So what we do is we tailor our strategy to your specific needs once we've worked through the objectives with you.